When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. He cut off the heads of 131 lords. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. And he took me with him.
Hey everybody, this video is directed to all the biblical flat earthers and biblical anti-evolutionists that try to debate my positions on biblical grounds. Now, I am fully aware that not everyone that believes in a flat earth does so because of the Bible. And I am fully aware that not everyone who opposes evolution uses the Bible as their inspiration. And if you do not, then this video is not directed at you. Please don't go off on the comment threads about how I shouldn't lump you all together. I'm not. This is only for those who come to me using the Bible and God as a resource to support their claims. And more of them have been showing up here. So this is for them. First off, the Bible is not a valid resource. Not here, not on my channel, not with me. I'm sure you've figured it out by now, but I am an atheist, and as such, I do not acknowledge the existence of the being that supposedly supplied the information in those books. The Bible has no authority and cannot be used here. You need to come up with something else. Besides, even if I did believe in the biblical God, that doesn't mean the earth can't be round and evolution can't be real. You see, I was raised by Bible-believing parents who, by the way, have no problem with a round earth. But my mother did have a problem with evolution. Like many, she felt the Bible spoke specifically about what God had done, and there was no mention of evolution. Just as flat earthers believe the Bible's contents are contrary to a globe. And we clashed over our different views for years. My father and I never discussed religion. Until I asked her these questions that I'm going to ask biblical flat earthers and anti-evolutionists. Thinking about these questions took away her opposition to evolution, and so I pose these questions to you. Do you think God had the ability to do it? Did he have the power and the knowledge to create a globe Earth, a heliocentric system, and the laws of physics that govern the universe as we know it? Did he have the ability to create the chemical processes that led to the building blocks of life and have them continue through a process of evolution to get where we are today? Do you think God had the ability to do it? Now, the traditional definition of a biblical God is one that is all-powerful. So if you believe in an all-powerful God, your answer to this must be yes. Now, given how vast and complex our world is, do you think it likely that God's newly created mankind would understand the scale of a heliocentric system, the concept of genetics, or the nature of the unseen forces that God, in his infinite wisdom, put in place, if he had explained it to them? Now, given how difficult these subjects are for people today, I think early man wouldn't understand it at all, and an all-knowing God would know that. Do you think it's possible for God to give the writers of the Bible information about the world and the universe at a level that they would understand, and give his creation, mankind, the ability to investigate and learn about their home, his creation, this vast and wondrous universe, over time? Would it be possible for him to do something like that? If you think God had the ability to create a round earth and the ability to use a mechanism like evolution to accomplish his goals, and you think God was capable of giving a primitive people information at a level they would understand, but also give them the potential to learn and understand more, then you can't claim the Bible is against the globe or evolution. But if you don't think these things are possible, or you think that they are possible but absolutely did not happen because the Bible says otherwise, if you think that your all-knowing, all-powerful God has to be limited to your interpretation of someone else's translation of what your God told a handful of people a few thousand years ago, well, you can see one of the many reasons why your biblical argument doesn't have any value here. Because that's just you imposing restrictions on what God can or cannot do. And who are you to do that? So if you want to come to me and argue that evolution couldn't happen, or the Earth can't be round because your God didn't do it that way, first, you have to prove to me that your God exists at all. And then after you do that, you have to explain why your God wasn't capable of making a round Earth. Because any God that can't make a round planet is no God at all.
That's my job! That's what I do! I don't lose! I win! Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
Maybe you came by to congratulate me on last night's victory.